Ow, ow.
LOI, the show in the building once again. See, we got a special guest here, right? We admire this individual because he's doing a lot of things that we aspire to do.
Yeah.
You feel me? He's a role model of sorts, a goal to reach. His name is Partyboy. He's
What's
an
good,
event
y'all?
planner,
What's good?
radio personality.
You know,
Holster. Yeah.
a little bit of everything. I would consider myself a mogul.
He dash with it.
Talk. Mogul. I mean, the many different streams of income, right?
Yes, sir. Create at least 6.
Okay. What inspired that though?
What inspired that? I have many inspirations. Oh, and I just want to let y'all know ahead of time, I like to talk. So this is probably going to be a long interview, depending on.
It's your show
You know what I
right
mean?
now.
Let's do it. So first and foremost, my first inspiration was my big brother Keenan back in Baltimore, the Keenan system, if you will. And I met him around the time when I was at Morgan State University. Shout out to the Bears. Go Bears, my favorite HBCU. But shout out to the Keenan system, man. He motivated me to do what I'm doing today because there was a time where I didn't really know what I wanted to do,
Kind of lost.
Yeah, I ain't know. I was just like, you ever been in that phase in your life where you like, I want to be a teacher. I want to be a doctor. I want to be, you know what I mean?
Everybody.
Like you don't know what you want to do. Like I probably changed what I thought I wanted my career to be at least 10 times growing up.
And then the world put that pressure on you too, because when you like 18, graduate high school, everybody like, all right, what you gonna do?
What you
College,
gonna do?
nigga.
I was just saying anything to get niggas to shut up. Like,
Yeah.
physical therapy. Sign me up, nigga. Something.
Yeah. I was same thing, yo. And it was crazy because my little brother's going through that right now. And I seen it because he was always the one to be like, oh, I want to be this, or I want to be that, I want to be this, I want to be that. And I was one of them people like, but what do you really want to do? Like, what makes you happy? What makes you, what drives you to do something? You know what I mean? And I never had that answer myself. I didn't have that answer graduating high school. I didn't have that answer going into college. But by the time I got there, you find yourself. That's why I feel like being in that type of environment is necessary. It's necessary not just for your future, but for your present self. You know what I mean?
Character development.
Character development, exactly. You got to learn yourself. A lot of people don't know themselves. You know what I mean? So when you're put in that environment around so many people that may be your age, maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit younger, you get to learn yourself. You get to learn what it is that you like, what it is that you don't like, what you want to put yourself around, what you don't want to put yourself around. And when I came to college, it was just like, I was managing, big shout out to Band Hunter Izzy and the whole Band Hunter team, but we created a rap group towards the end of high school, around like senior year. By the way, I'm from Baltimore City. Baltimore City.
You didn't have to say it.
If you didn't hear it in the voice.
If they had already hit,
vernacular.
hold up.
But then, hey, sometimes you can't assume because he thought we was from New
I
York.
thought they was from New York.
That is true.
I did. I still do. I don't believe anything you're telling me. I do believe you're from New York somewhere. So, yeah, Baltimore, shout out to 410 West Baltimore, Maryland, Poplar Grove and Elgin, you feel me? So, growing up, like, towards my senior year of high school, we started a rap group called Being Me, which means Brothers Must Eat. You know what I mean? And it started there, we started rapping. I was even rapping for a little while, and I had some good bars,
Slick with it.
I'm going to give y'all a little something. This is my favorite one, and a lot of people laugh when they hear this because the people that know me done heard this 1,000 times.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
This is the first nigga to rap.
When I come around, niggas know I'm never slipping. Got my niggas in the kitchen, yeah, you know that water whipping. 40 in my pocket, I can shoot it like a rocket. I ain't never been a pussy, guarantee that I'd drop you. But that was just a little...
Little taste. I see the potential.
Yeah.
It's like you like a tall middle schooler.
Yeah.
Like he gonna be something. Like I see the link.
I see it. Young man, you got something in you.
Yeah, I told your dad.
Yeah. You feel me? But that was always like, not too far into it, I realized that I was more of an ad-lib. Like, I loved ad-libs. Yeah, I loved ad-libs. Like when we was in the studio and it came out of nowhere.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's where
that's where it transitioned. So I was like the ad-lib because I put down my verse, But then we'll always do ad-libs into each other's verses, you know what I mean? So when I got in there, I don't know where all this energy came from, but I hop in there like, boo, 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 boo. I was going
Big
crazy.
body.
Yeah, like big energy, big. And there was like, and me, I think at the time, I probably thought I was doing too much. Hey, like, yo, that was hard. Like when you hit on a song, it's like energy. It's like, it's that, you know what I mean? And
Like niggas discovering fire for the first time.
yeah, like
What do we got
ad-lib.
here? Yeah.
And when I heard that word, I'm like, I like that.
Ad-lib.
I'ma
add a lib to
I'm
that.
add a lib to it. Like, let me hop on that behind the scenes.
hype man.
You know what I mean? The hype man, and that's where it originated. You know, this is the first time I've talked about this on camera.
LOI exclusive.
Exclusive. This is exclusive right here. My guys. You feel me? But it all started with the ad-libs, you feel me? And then after that, I'm like, all right, boom. I like that. Rapping cool, but really, I'm better at the behind the scenes. And what's crazy is at first I was cool just doing the rapping thing until it came time to start setting up shows and start getting this booked and making sure that people actually heard the music that we was recording. You feel me? So at that point, you know, I had knew a couple promoters. Really, I just knew one dude. Shout out to Just Ace in Baltimore. He got his own venue now, Dream Lounge. Congratulations, my boy. You feel me? But it all started with him. You know, he was a promoter at that time. And, you know, I can't even remember. I probably reached out to him on Instagram or something like that. And we locked in. And he gave us our first opportunity. Mind you, we was like, had to been 16. We had to been like 16. Young. Like, we was young, bro. Like, I don't even think we was old enough to get into the club, but we was like,
Y'all was hungry though.
yeah, we was hungry. We was like, yo, like, he like, you think you can sell some tickets? You think you can get some people in there? Like, we gonna figure it out. Like, we gonna figure it out. You feel me? And that was the first thing. That was the first show. Literally the first show that we got booked for. You feel me? And I did that. I put those pieces together because I realized I'm more of a businessman than necessarily wanting to be the one being seen. You feel me?
It's like you can catch, but you a better quarterback.
Yeah, I'm a better quarterback. I'm better at putting the play together. You feel me? So after that, we did the show, and I still got the video to this day. I wish I had it on me. I'll show it, but I'll probably just send it to you because I actually got the file.
Yeah, we could
you know what I mean?
Don't put that on the
Yeah, say less. All right, say less.
Popping up now.
Yeah, yeah, there it is. You know, and and now we're back, and that was our first show. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it was dope. It was first time being on stage, and this comes into the next part of what led into the hosting and the hype, man. Right?
Yeah.
So this is the first time touching the mic. We on the stage. We got older cats in the building. We the youngest people in there, you feel me? And it wasn't like crazy packed out, but it was an artist showcase. If y'all been to artist showcases, like it'd be like, you got familiar faces in the building, but it's not like, oh my God, this is crazy. It's like, all right, we got a nice crowd to perform in front of. We've never performed.
Settings.
Yeah, intimate settings, you know. So that was the situation. And then the DJ, like, I'm giving the songs to the DJ. Basically, at this point, I was already technically the manager without being the manager. I was doing manager stuff.
Exactly.
You feel me? I'm making sure the music is gotten to the DJ. I'm making sure we booked for this venue and things of that nature.
You just got natural with it.
Yeah, and I didn't know that was what a manager does. I was just like, all right, this is what I'm doing. I just got
you got to take.
Yeah, make sure they worry about rapping, which is a great thing. I have to worry about making sure we heard. You feel me? So when we get on stage, I'm giving the DJ the music and everything. I'm like, you gonna introduce us? Talk to the DJ. He like, y'all gotta introduce yourself or whatever. I'm like, huh?
It's like some movie.
Yeah, I'm like, we gotta do what? Like, mind you, in my mind, I'm just prepared for the moment we hop on stage, the music already gonna be playing, so we just gotta rap over.
You playing your dismount, nigga.
Yeah. like not. It's just like one person, like talking to these people. You know, I had never did that. You feel me? So me just being that person talking to these people, I'm like, yo, what if they like boo me on some 8 Mile, on some 8 Mile shit or something? Like, I don't know, like, you feel me? So boom, I hop right in the character, not knowing that character yet. Me not knowing who Partyboy is yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't going by Partyboy. I was being me, Lil. My name is Khalil, you feel me? And the last 3 letters of my name is Lil. You feel me? So around the way, everybody would call me Lil. Like, Lil, yo, that's Lil. You feel me? My name was being me, Lil. Brothers must eat Lil. You feel me? And that's what I went by. I had no idea who Partyboy was yet.
But that's the night Partyboy came alive.
Yeah,
He was born.
he made his little tiny
debut.
introduction like,
was
hey,
full moon.
hey, I'm here. If you need me, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? So boom, he said we had to introduce ourselves, and this is on the video. You know, I hop on it, and the character comes out that I never knew was there. Beat me the gang shit. Y'all already know what it is. We about to turn this bitch up. You know what I mean? And it felt so good. And I heard my voice. I'm like, that wasn't bad. Like that wasn't bad. Like I'm like, and then they dropped the music. And then the music dropped. I'm like, you know, a couple niggas that's down the ride from. You remember Chicago when they first made their grand entry into the scene?
Yeah.
Everybody was doing samples or remixes and stuff like that. We did a remix to Chirac. You know what I mean? It was a BME Chirac remix or whatever. You know what I mean?
You kind of had to. That beat was incredible.
Yeah, the beat was incredible. It was crazy. Chirac, when they first hopped on the scene, hopped on the scene.
It was great. Lil Herb, Lil Baby.
Lil Baby, and a lot of people one person that people missed was Lil Durk. They missed Lil Durk because they might have got This Ain't What You Want, but they ain't get the old school. They ain't get all of his hits after that. They was just paying attention to Lil Herb, Lil Baby, and Chief Keef and stuff like that. I was one of the people on that Chirac wave when it first came, when they first sailed in, when people first started really listening to Chicago. Even before that, I was listening to these artists. I was really listening to all Chicago artists. Like, that's what I was listening to. You know, you got people that, all right, all I listen to is New York, or all I was listening to at that time.
Some niggas is regional.
Yeah, regional. You feel me? And that's that was my thing. That was what I was listening to. So I was listening to Herb, Bibby, King Louis, Dreezy, Tink. So many of them, you know. Lil Durk, Lil J, you know, Rondo number 9, like.
Free him.
Yeah, free him. You know, even and then I was more loyal than I need to be to one. You know, you feel like so I wasn't really listening to rest in peace FBG Duck. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't listening to stuff like that because I'm like, that's the other side. Now I'm loyal. I'm a loyal fan.
So
like,
that's the problem with missing street politics and the music.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's fans gangbanging.
Yeah, we all in it at this point. Yeah. Knowing that if I ever came down to it, be like, I don't know them niggas. Like,
I don't know either one of you.
You feel me? Like, so I wasn't really listening to like FBG Duck and people like that until later on, until like the Slide. If you go on Slide, and that was late.
That was later.
That was way later. You know what I mean? I don't even think they was rapping beforehand.
Yeah.
I don't think they was. They might have been. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't listening to it. I was listening to the Durks. I was listening to the Lil Herbs. I was listening to the Lil Babies. And Lil Baby kind of took the same approach I took. First, he was going crazy with music. Then he stepped behind the scenes and made that money.
Exactly.
Every time, being in front of the camera ain't always where the money at. Sometimes that's just the facade.
And you learned that early.
Yeah.
Your pockets are thanking you.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, he's not a rapper.
Yeah, thank you. Because rappers got to spend a lot of money to keep up that image. People behind the scenes ain't got to spend nothing for none of that. They like, all right, I'm investing into what I'm doing consistently. You feel me? And it gives back. You feel what I'm saying?
And you got a real image. You could really be yourself. Like, you bought them shoes because you want to.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know you got to look tough.
That you know you got to look like, oh, I got money and all that. That's one thing that I had dead it early with this, with what I was doing. Is just like, look, I pop out when I want to. I'm a personality person. I'm a character person. So people that know me like me for who I am, not what I got. You feel me? Like, and that's just how I've always been. I don't want nobody around me that just, oh yeah, he got money. I hate chicks like that personally. Like, I hope y'all listening. I hate chicks like that. That only
funky bitches.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth when they just want to be around because a nigga might have money or because he might do this for me or he might. I can't stand it. I just be like, please get away from me. Like,
you saw that early.
Yeah,
in
I
your
seen
career?
it soon, very early. And mind you, no disrespect, you feel me? Because I got a lot of like stripper friends. Like I got a lot of strippers
are cool.
Strippers are cool when you get to know. They like niggas. If you want to really put it like they really like niggas. like they think like niggas. They think like niggas. They have a goal in mind when they having a conversation. They know what they get into, and I respect it, but I just can't date it. because
you ain't tricking.
Yeah, I ain't tricking. I ain't tricking.
Yeah.
I ain't kicking nothing. Nah, you gotta like me for me, not what I got.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
nah.
Wait, didn't we see a clip of this nigga in here throwing some ones on the bitch?
Hey, listen, that was my friend.
Whoa.
That was my friend.
Oh, yeah, on one
That's
of them
my friend.
mimosa money.
Big shot to Cassie. And by the way, y'all know I come prepared. Promo game on 1,000.
Show.
Okay, listen, Mimosa Mondays and Taco Tuesdays.
Zoom in on it.
Each and every Monday. Ooh, look at that.
yeah.
Wednesday,
Mimosa-
we got Dry Hump Wednesdays.
Dry Hump with, yeah.
Fat Bitch
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So y'all know promotion game on 1,000, but I gotta get back to where I was. Okay, boom. So Chicago.
Partyboy just emerged. You was listening to Chicago music.
Yeah.
You just got off the
You
stage.
see, I told
Yeah.
you, I love to talk. You know, I do this. You know,
Yeah,
what I mean?
we following you.
Yeah.
You on track with that? All right, bet.
Yeah. So back to the introduction. Boom. Introduced us. We performed. It was great, but I left that moment with something bigger than just a performance. I left that moment with, I could really do this.
Clarity.
You know what I mean? Like I could do this. You feel me? Like, and from that point on, I took on the manager role. I was done rapping. I was like, look, I'm gonna just make sure that we got what we need to get done. You know what I mean? And that's just what it was.
How the niggas ready? They was, oh man, you ain't right no more.
Nah, I
Or
wasn't.
they
all
completely
that.
understood.
I was gonna say that's how you gauge how nice you was.
Yeah, I was like nah. I was sitting
you probably better off with the
Yeah,
band.
probably.
Go
You
have
should chill.
chickens.
It took you like 2 hours to write that verse, so I'm. You know, we trying to get out of here.
Better take you 5 minutes to book a hotel or something.
You feel me? So that's what I left that moment with. You feel me? And that was my first time. That was my first time touching the mic. First time touching the mic, and it's really an iconic moment. And then after that, I just like being on the scene.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after that moment, I started wanting that spotlight. You know, not to be the rapper, but just being like that energy, delivering that energy. I started wanting that moment. So then when I got to Morgan, or anytime I got the opportunity, and this is crazy because this Party Boy is really legendary. Every time I got that opportunity to get on stage, I took it. It didn't matter if it was a talent show. It didn't matter if it was, hey, you want to introduce yourself? It didn't matter what it was. Any opportunity to get that spotlight or get on stage, I took it.
You was addicted to it.
Yeah, I was addicted to
Nigga,
it.
come read this passage.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm going to do that because now I want y'all to hear what I know I got. I want y'all to hear it. I want y'all to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Break that shit down like scientifically, like when you up on that stage and you got like everybody's attention essentially in your grasp and you responsible for the vibe of the fucking room, you setting the tone. It's like, are you trying to get them to feel your energy or are you just trying to bring their energy up?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of
A
both?
little bit of both.
depends
One,
on the,
the situation, but it's situations where you have to deliver that energy for them to receive it. You know what I mean? Like, it's been plenty of things like that. Like, I give you an example. Say you in an event and it's only 20 people in there. You have to deliver that energy because they don't have it. They like, shit, like, I'm
They
chilling.
feel awkward. Niggas too cool.
Too cool.
Too
It's
cool.
always a lot of too cool.
They vibing. Like, when I get asked certain questions, like, people approach me and be like, yo, how you get so comfortable on the mic? And my response, I never necessarily have an answer. I just be like, I don't know. I just do it.
Like,
you know what I mean?
How
like,
can you lose up there?
Yeah. How can I lose? Like, exactly. How can I lose, man? We the who's.
Yeah.
God, you feel me? Big shout out to Lil Baby, man. But like that's how I feel. Like I live for this moment. Like, and it's gotten to the point where I live for it so much. When I have it, sometimes I be like, I could do it or I couldn't. You feel
Plain
me?
and simple, nigga.
Yeah.
It's this or that.
Yeah. Like simple. Like, honestly, like that's where I'm at with it, you know? And it's like, I'm confident.
Gotta be.
You know what I mean?
So you said that early on when you first started getting into the hosting game, you was chasing it as much as you possibly could. Were you that comfortable back then?
I mean, there's days now that I still get anxiety before I get on certain stages and certain situations where I'm trying to put together like, dang, I'm really here. Like, it's still those moments.
Yeah.
Concerts, speakers or audios that I'm not used to. Like mind you, I'm used to this. That's why I'm wearing the headphones, because I'm used to hearing my voice echoed in my ear. You know, so it also makes me more comfortable. You know, so this was a comfort for me.
Yeah.
I was happy when I seen the headphones. I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah. You feel? Because when you on the radio, this is how it is. You plug in a headset and you talking into the microphone. You know what I'm saying? Big shout
That's
to
your
Hot
habitat.
979. Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah,
feel
we're
me?
gonna get into that.
Oh yeah,
what's some of the L's you learned while managing?
Some of the L's that I learned that everybody isn't gonna see your vision. Everybody isn't gonna see your worth. Everyone isn't gonna understand what you're gonna bring to the table. You know, and I wasn't doing the managing for that long. I was doing it up until I got to college. So from the time of senior year to my freshman year of college, around orientation time, I was still on it, but I was like slowly going into my own thing. It was like, all right, boom, I need y'all really taking this rap and stuff serious. Mind you, even my brothers, they like for L, like band hunters, like, and this is the transition that they end up making because before, when I went to college, we was being me, and I was around less and less. Like I wasn't in the hood, I wasn't constantly around to just kick it. I'm in school.
Around, yeah.
I'm in school. Like, if y'all want to come up here, y'all can come up here. It's hella chicks. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you feel me? Y'all can come up here, but I'm not into that right now. Like, and I can't surround myself with that right now. I'm really on learning a version of me that I have no idea who it is. You feel me? And then slowly but surely, like, you know, I started just getting into my own thing. You know what I mean? And eventually they became band hunters. And of course, sometimes you just support from a distance, you know, and be like, yo, like, keep doing it. Like, keep doing y'all thing. Keep rocking. Keep doing y'all thing. And big shout out to Band Hunter Kev for picking that up and becoming the manager. He ended up managing. He's also, you know, this is all in-house. Everything is in-house. It's not just random, just, oh yeah, this guy like, is normally in-house. So big shout out to Kev, you feel me? I ain't never said this on camera, but I appreciate it. And Izzy is where he is today thanks to the transition. So
That's love right there.
Yeah.
That's love.
A lot familiar.
yeah, you feel me? So yeah, man, like that was just what it was.
When would you say Partyboy is Partyboy?
Partyboy
You in these fiestas, you turning this shit up.
Like,
when you really hit that stride?
That stride is really the next part of the story. When I finished orientation, at the end of orientation, we had a talent show. Remember, I had said every opportunity.
You took it.
I took it. It didn't matter what it was. It didn't matter what it was.
He said, I host a pageant.
Yeah, like a pageant, like, and it's not even. I wasn't even hosting then. I wasn't hosting yet, but I was in that phase of if there was an opportunity right there for me to say something or introduce myself for people to know who I am, I took it, and that was never me. That was never me. Like, I don't think so. Like, maybe in like school, maybe, okay, being involved in certain school events, I guess. But, you know, like I remember in elementary school, well, maybe it has always been me. I do remember when I performed elementary school.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you get in trouble a lot when you was little?
Oh, man, did I?
Yeah.
Why, yo, bro, I did. You know what I'm saying? I got put out my old middle school and my first high school, ninth grade.
You get kicked out these
Someone
steps.
said,
Yeah.
They got banished.
Yeah, I got put out of 2 schools. I got put out of Francis Scott Key in 7th grade. After 7th grade, it was at the end of 7th grade, I got put out of Francis Scott Key. And I ended up going to BDJ, Blueford Drew Jermison, for 8th grade. Got my act together a little bit, you know what I'm saying? BDJ was an all-boys school, so I had to, like, get used to that. Like, I was used to being around females and she this, you know what I mean? Like,
That bad is Friday.
yeah, you know, go crazy, you feel me? But when I was put in that environment, I felt like I was being punished. I'm like, yo, what is this? Like what is this? Like, and the first thing, this is limbo. And at the first thing I thought, I'm like, an all boys school.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I want to be around dudes all day for, like, you feel me? Like, it felt like it was
a lot of testosterone.
Yeah, a lot of testosterone. But that's where I got tested the most. You feel me? I ain't getting into that many fights, but you feel me? I do remember this one fight that is really iconic to this day. Shout out to Antoine, man. That's my guy now. We cool. You feel me? But I remember that fight like it was yesterday. Somebody threw a pencil across the classroom, right? Mind you, I'm at the front of the classroom. This is really like, me trying to like get my act together.
You trying to do good.
I'm trying to do
but
good.
It's always niggas trying to hold you back.
right, like
The devil come and creep.
Yeah.
you know, like don't you ever been like, all right, you ever been first a part of the crowd that was the problem, and then you separate yourself from the group that's the problem, and then they mad because you separate yourself
Yeah.
because you feel like you better than they think that you feel like you better than them.
Now they got to DP you.
Yeah, now we got to make an example out of you since you so much better. Like
better, yeah.
Like that's kind of what it was. Like I was kind of like rowdy, troublemaker types. I'm now like, I gotta get my grades together. I gotta do better and all this stuff. So I'm separating myself. I'm at the front of the classroom. I'm trying to hear what the teacher's saying.
Yeah.
You feel me? Pencil fly across the desk. I'm like, yo, through that. Like, ain't nobody asking. I'm like, all right. You feel me? Next, a book go across the class, like a book like this big. I think it was either a pen. First, it was a pencil. Then I think it was the little book or whatever. But when the book went across, I said, bet. You feel me? I got up.
Kill a mockingbird at the back of your head.
Now niggas playing with your consciousness. You could have CTE from that.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, all right, bet.
Okay.
You feel me? And it might have just been a pencil. I might be overly dramatic. I don't think it was a book, but I feel like a book took me there.
Yeah.
I feel like it was a book that took
book
me
took
there.
you that far.
Nigga, it was a thesaurus.
Yeah, it was something.
Big book.
It was a dictionary at this point. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, King James
You feel me?
version.
But at that point, I was just like, you know what? Bet. Got up, and then I was like, who threw it? You know what I'm saying? You know, Torn want to be Mr. Yeah. So he got up. I'm like, all right, bet. Boom. Yeah. We get the scrapping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then, you feel me?
That's a lot of
But we was scrapping for a while. Like the teacher even let us fight. That's one thing about an all boys school. Like we guys at the end of the day. So guys is going.
It's a lot of fuckery going on.
Yeah. So we was in there. Like we was going at it. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the teacher for letting that happen. Because if it didn't happen in the classroom, it would have happened outside the classroom. And if it would have happened outside the classroom, it could have gone left.
Nah,
Y'all had a ref.
Yeah.
He was there to make sure niggas don't go unconscious.
Yeah, going crazy. So, yeah, man, big shout out to that because it changed me. Just the whole BDJ experience changed me and made me respect people a lot more. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. One thing that BDJ taught me is this. Shake my hand. That right there. You see that? That's a firm handshake.
Yeah.
I learned that from BDJ.
A lot of
Shout out
niggas
to
don't.
Mr.
Yeah.
Wise.
A lot of
You
niggas
feel
didn't
me?
have fathers.
Yeah.
To, you know,
To do that. Yeah. You feel me?
You know what I don't like?
You
You
feel
know,
me?
I don't like when niggas get into battles. Like you trying to outdo me. Like,
Yeah.
nah, nigga, just be firm.
Just be firm.
proper.
Being firm
Pimp it
is
with
Firm, yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Fine
I'm
is.
arm wrestle you.
We not here for that.
For my
Like,
forearm strength.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm beating you nigga, damn.
yo, you ever dab somebody up and he just make you want to stop dapping them up?
Yeah, niggas' hands be wet. If
Wet.
I dab you for the first time in your hand where you never
Yeah.
get
Never again. Never
Clean
again.
me.
Because I don't know. You might have just washed or not washed. You say it can go
Goes
either
both
way.
ways, nigga.
Hell yeah.
No cap. But that's something I learned how to be a man in certain
A
aspects.
gentleman.
A gentleman.
Teach you that the man training, how you know go out here and be masculine and shit. Because there's a
Yeah.
lot of niggas today. You know, we ain't even gonna get into all that.
Yeah,
We ain't gonna get into
it's a lot because they might ban us. They was like, "What you trying to say? It's still gay pride month."
Yeah, well,
Like,
niggas can't wear a dress.
Yeah. Oh,
Like,
shit.
Yeah. so big shout out to the LGBTQ.
Yeah, you know we
element-
supporting this
element
shit,
OT.
man.
Love 'em.
You crazy? But back to the nightlife,
Yes.
though.
Nightlife. So boom. Dang. Where was we at?
We was at when you just hit that stride.
Okay.
But before that, he got into a fight with a nigga who later he was going to become friends with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever meet him? Like,
Who?
meet back up with Antoine? Like on some business?
Oh yeah,
trip?
on some business stuff. Not necessarily, but we met back up. Like, like we like it's cool. Like, you know, he getting his money, how he get his money. I do what I do. You feel me?
Yeah, you gotta respect the realness.
So, boom. So going into basically what I was talking about is like you said that I get into trouble growing up. I did. After I got out of BDJ, I felt like I had everything under control, and then I went into high school freshman year, and you know, I had a rough year there.
Nigga
And
relapsed.
relapse. Relapse. You feel me? Because it's just like, it's like people will try you, man. Especially in Baltimore City, people will try you, bro. And at the end of the day, you just gotta show you ain't no chump.
Ain't no
you feel
pussy,
me?
yeah.
You feel me? And that was just always my life. Mind you, I'm short. Like, I'm 5'6", might be 5'6.5" now. Maybe 5'7".
You don't lie?
You probably 5'8" with that.
Yeah.
You probably 5'8" with that.
Yeah, probably like 5'9". But like, you feel me? Like, I had to always show that I ain't that don't fuck with me. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, because you ain't had that intimidation factor
already.
already. So you had to,
like
fight for
I'm not hooper size, or I'm not, like it's like if they seem like they can try you, they'll try you. Like, it's really like that. You feel me?
Pussies get 8.
Yeah,
So what,
exactly.
it's a lot of bullies in Baltimore?
Bullies is soft. Ain't no such thing as a bully. It's just people that think that they the toughest.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's really just hurt people.
Hurt people. Exactly. Exactly. And I done ran into a couple situations like that. You feel me? Like, yeah, I got put out of school in ninth grade after like the end of the year, but that's because I was about to fight the principal, because vice principal. He might have been either one, vice or principal or whatever.
Damn.
But
I didn't even know you could touch them. I thought that was like
Nigga, I thought like, yeah.
Nah, he was out of line, and I think after I had ended up leaving at some point, they exposed him. But he was out of line. He used to really be disrespectful. He was, white dude, like red, white, like.
Oh, he was running that shit like a jail.
Yeah,
He was
like
a warden.
And he felt like he could just talk to people however he wanted to. I'm like,
kept letting that boy fly
yeah,
around.
yeah. I'm like, yo, who is you talking to? Like, go to my class right now. I'm like, listen, bro, like I'm gonna go, but like, you gotta calm down. You feel me? Like, real life, I remember this day like it was yesterday. Real life almost put my hands on this dude.
Yeah.
Like, and I probably could have got arrested or something like that. But luckily, instead, by the end of the year, I just ended up, not being able to go there no more. But I got into a lottery school, which was a good high school.
It was a lottery school.
A lottery
Like
school.
a magnet school?
Yeah, exactly.
Like more square.
Like basically rolling the dice. Like, if you get in, you get in. It might be about grades, it might not be about grades, but it's actually a pretty decent school compared to the bad schools. Like, bad schools in Baltimore are bad schools.
Yeah.
Like, it's really no way around it. Like, I'm talking like you might get stabbed in school. There's metal detectors at the front. Like,
Armed guards.
like,
dogs.
yeah, bad schools are bad schools, and you would have to be a gladiator to make it out of there.
Gotta be Perseus.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, you
Training for Rikers Island.
yeah. So luckily even the school I was in for my freshman year wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible. It just was like, it was under bad management or whatever. But I ended up, the story that I wanted to get to is I done dealt with bullies my whole life, people that thought that they was bullies. And I was like that person. I was like the David and the David and Goliath.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Niggas in that third
Yeah,
eye.
yeah. Thinking that they might be this or they that, but I'm showing you that you're not. You're just a punk. You're just somebody that feels the need to
Project their insecurities.
protect their insecurities, drain other people's of their energies, and make them feel like less so you feel better. So I'm no stranger to a bully. I know what a bully is, and I've never been that, and I would never be that. You know what I mean? So even in ninth grade, I had chicks. I had motion and stuff like that. And some people would take that and get jealous or feel like they need to, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it was it's two upperclassmen. You feel me? And I guess they used to think they was hard or whatever. It was one of them. Name was, I still remember his name, but dude name was Will. And the other one I can't remember, but he was a blood. You feel me? So they was homeboys or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and one day, they kind of started a problem with me. I don't think they started a problem with me together. I can't remember, but
Two separate transactions.
yeah, but they was cool, you feel me? So what ended up happening to dude Will that thought he was hard, you feel me? They was like, antagonizing me. Like, I'm in the classroom, but they used to be hall runners. Always in the hallway, never really in class, hall runners, you feel me? I'm a freshman. You like junior, senior, you feel me? Both of y'all, like junior, senior. They see me in the classroom, do all that weird. I'm like, like, who's
Drooming
that?
on the glass.
Yeah, this,
Like, grow up.
Yeah, like, I'm like, yo, like, what is you doing? And eventually, I think it was one day, I might have been having a bad day or something, and I just got tired of it. I think it was on the third floor, and he just came by the classroom. I just got up, out my desk, opened the door, and as soon as I seen him, I stole him. Like, the thing is, a lot of people, I always have this nice guy persona.
Yeah.
And I'm a Gemini, so I don't normally even show this other side that I have. You know what I mean?
I know you like bipolar with
Yeah, like damn near. You feel me? So when that comes out, people be like, yo, what? Like
who is this nigga?
you know, I always want to be the nice guy to have, hey, what's up? Like, hey, like, I want everybody, I want everybody to be happy. You know what I mean? But when that comes out and I've reached that limit, it's up. It's up. Like, it's up and it's really stuck. Like, it's there. You feel me? So
coming down.
Yeah. So I ended up, handling dude. Mind you, these are tall dudes. These are tall dudes. These not like regular niggas. Like, well, everybody's a regular nigga.
6 footers.
Yeah, like they up there. You feel me? But it's just like the fact that you felt like you could bully me or think that you was gonna make me feel some type of way or less than, you crazy. I'm really just giving you passes. You feel me? So when that happens, I ended up doing what I did, you feel me? And then it was a whole brawl. Like, I'm talking everybody coming out the classrooms and like, yo, and I'm literally fighting two niggas.
I was about to say 2v1?
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, I was handling the one, right? That was what I was focused on. I guess his mans was like,
Willie got busy.
really was looking at first, you feel me? But I'm not even focused on the other one at this point, and he ends up going in the classroom. Then the other one comes, and then we like fighting. But by then, security, we got security and shit in there, and they breaking it up.
Security in the fucking world.
Yeah. But I never really got my ones with the other one.
Yeah.
The other one was the blood, and that was really the ringleader, to be real. Like, he was the one that was. Like, the other nigga, he'd do whatever.
Yeah.
Like
was
the
the
other
leader.
He gonna get the Rico if they go down.
Yeah. So he was the one that I really wanted, because I knew it was him that was
Provoking all the nonsense.
provoking all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But by then, we didn't even really get into it. But I know the other one now, he don't want no smoke with me.
Yeah.
None.
To this day.
None.
Partyboy got goons.
None. Bruh, none. Mind you, I was in that school dolo. I ain't had none of my homeboys. See, they seeing the other side of me now because it's taking me there. But
It's coming out.
Yeah.
Don't make him mad.
yeah, like dolo by myself. I ain't called. I ain't had dolo. You feel me? So, after I had did that, I had got suspended. You feel me? And by the time I came back, of course, they come back too. I'm thinking, you know what I mean? But
Y'all get the same sentence.
yeah. We both back, you feel me? And then by then, dude, the other one that I had fought, he humbled himself, like, and he'd do the little, like the what's up type shit, like nigga, like, I do it again, like, stop playing with me, like.
That's like the mutual sign of respect.
And and I respect that was how he carried it, instead of taking it to a place where, man, I'm about to just go up and whatever, you know what I mean? So I respect that. At the end of it, I respect you for that. You feel me? If you ever happen to see.
Did you give him a nod back?
Huh?
Did you give him a nod back? So he know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Gave
Like,
it to him.
but the other one is the clown to this day. But this is where that comes in, you know what I'm saying? I told you it's gonna be a long interview, but I'm really giving my life story.
Oh yeah,
We here listening.
Yeah. So
Popcorn and shit, pimp.
with the other one, he didn't stop what he was doing. He didn't stop. You feel me? After suspension, he still kind of added, like, you feel me? And I'm just like, yo, I'm like,
Shit just been lingering. It's
Right.
like, nigga.
I'm like, you know what? I'm like,
Yet?
you feel me? So what ends up happening, I end up knowing somebody that know him. So I'm saying, yo, meet me at the school. I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
So we gonna set this up right
We
now.
gonna do this. We just gonna do this. You feel me? And mind you, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous, because mind you, people that bang, they have to constantly fight. They gotta constantly fight. Me, I fight when I have to, or I had to fight. I fought when I had to. It's not like I'm just like every day.
He got
I'm
more reps in.
Yeah,
defensive,
he
you're
got
not
more
offensive.
reps in. So I'm like, So I'm like, the other dude, I'm like, he might have been a little bit like that, but he ain't even like that. I could tell he wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? This other dude, I could tell, all right, boom, he rowdy, he loud. It could be a front, but it could not be a front.
It's like when you put on headphones.
Yeah.
Like you comfortable here.
Yeah, like this is what. Why do you even go here? like, you feel
You're
me?
in MMA or something, nigga.
Yeah,
Who raised you?
like where are you from? Like what's going on? So boom. So we end up linking up at the school, and I remember this day like it was yesterday, because I'm gonna just give it a heads up. It's the first fight I lost. It's the first fight I lost.
You say lost.
Like lost. I
lost.
I lost, but I was able to walk away from it. Like, all right, boom. Like, still talking shit afterwards. Still all that.
Spitting up blood and shit.
Yeah, like, but
in
yeah,
pure licks.
it was bad. But like, if any of y'all ever lost a fight, it's like you hold it together until the show is over, and then afterwards, maybe the next day or by the end, you feel
It's like
that
it's a
shit.
delayed
You
reaction.
think
Yeah,
about
it-
it.
yeah,
It's
you
like,
like-
damn, he got more licks in.
Yeah, like, so when we square up. Now, mind you, this is where I learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah.
I learned this valuable lesson. So when we squaring up and we going at it and shit, I'm actually getting the best of them.
Yeah.
And for some reason, and this is something that is something that was instilled in me. I've always had this thing of mercy, or feeling like, seeing the good in people,
You're a
and
graceful
shit like that.
individual.
Yeah. So that split second that I was regretful, because mind you, the way that this shit was lined up, I could have just been like this, like ducking his shit, like because he had like fell.
Yeah.
And I could have been ducking his shit. Instead of ducking his shit like I should have, I had that thing of mercy and thinking he gonna be like, oh shit, he ain't had to do that.
Yeah,
But
he was
I don't
sweet.
know. I don't know
yeah.
why I don't know why I did that, bro. I don't know why I did that. And that was the moment that the tables had ended up turning. Because now we no longer throwing hands. Now you want to wrestle.
You on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we-
What was I just telling you? He
Yeah.
knows some
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu.
Bring
Yeah.
it up. Bring it up.
We was just
Yeah.
talking about that.
When the fight first started, was it more of like a boxing
Boxing.
setup?
Yeah, boxing
where it's
setup.
like our two niggas and we
Yeah.
better.
We were just talking about it, bro. It doesn't matter how good your hands are. If somebody can grab you and put you on the ground, it's over.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
And that's what happened.
And you
Damn.
you can make whatever rules you want in your head. None of that matters.
It doesn't matter.
None of that
They
matters.
believe
Yeah.
your own delusion.
Yep.
Nigga. If you can wrestle, you can, you a problem.
Yeah.
So he ended up packing you out.
Yeah. So that was.
But your head was still up, though.
Yeah, nah,
Chin up.
my head, I was still like, we were still getting there. Mind you, even after the fact, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was like, all right, boom. We like walking, but he talking shit, and I'm talking shit to him. And then his mans felt like he was gonna get involved. I said, I already whooped you, so I don't even know what you talking about. Like, you feel me?
yesterday.
Sit back
Yeah,
on that
yeah,
pink
it's-
boy.
yeah. Come on now, like. But I remember that, and I've never actually talked about this. At the end of the day, I'm comfortable with everything that I've been through. You know what I'm saying? Everything that I've been through has made me who I am today.
You come to terms.
Yeah. So
All that confetti made Partyboy.
everything made who I am today, and to this day, I still can't be tried. You feel me? No matter what. So even with that, I had ended up going to Digital Harbor, and actually the same school that do y'all know who Javante Davis is?
Yeah.
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 We went to school together.
Word.
Yeah.
He was older than you?
He might be the same.
It might be a little bit older.
I think we're the same age because I was a year behind. So yeah, we was probably the same age. And Tank, cool as hell, man. To this day, Tank is cool. Even then, he was boxing then, but he was like up and coming and everything like that. Like, but actually, funny story, I almost got into it with his right hand man.
Damn.
Mind you, I never really knew Tank box like that. Like I wasn't always into people's business. I just knew he was like
you
cool.
just knew him as an individual.
Yeah. And it was funny because I think God works in mysterious ways. We ended up hashing it like nothing. But could you imagine if I would have got into it with Dude and Tank felt the need to jump in?
It would have been very
You
bad.
got into it with his right hand man, and
Yeah.
he gonna give you a right
right
Yeah, right hand, like-
man knows some shit
It
too.
would have been crazy. I'm like, that would have been bad. That would have been bad. Like I have, because he's always had a nature for fighting.
Yeah,
Stuff.
like on
If
some
you've
Mike
ever
Tyson,
seen
a
him,
fucking barbarian.
Yeah, if you've ever seen him in the ring, it excites him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, them some wild individuals. I respect them though.
Yeah.
It's that
Yeah.
Baltimore
It's like how
water,
you feel
nigga.
on stage is how they feel when they about to make
that
a nigga
ring.
bleed.
Yeah. Animals. You know what I'm saying? and that's crazy. Like all through my life, I've been through adversity. Is long story short. You know what I mean? Like I've fought many battles. I've won some, and I've lost some. But at the end of the day, I come out a stronger person.
Learn from it all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Talk about some of the crazy shit you've seen in the club.
In the club, oh man, I done seen
crazy
some of
stories
the
in the
wildest
club.
stuff. I can give you the wildest story. I wouldn't be here having this interview right now if this went a different way. Yeah.
God.
So back when I first got to North Carolina, right? When I first got to North Carolina, I hit the ground running. You know what I mean? I'm reaching out, I'm tapping in, I'm networking. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice little wave. You know what I mean? So I ended up getting booked for Quando Rondo and Tokyo Jets in Raleigh at what is that club? What was it called? It's called Patio now, but it was called
Patio. That Dominican
Nigga.
spot?
yeah.
Oh, shit. We
called-
been
Shout
there.
out Patio.
It's
Is
still
it-
called patio, I think.
It's
he's
called
saying it was called something before
It was
that.
called something before that. It's called Patio now, but it was something before that.
Oh, Patio.
Yeah,
Club
shout out
vibe or
Only
something.
BBLs to be in it.
Yeah,
Our Dominicans.
You know that they own it, but you feel
They
me?
got the South American BBLs too. That's different than what they do in Florida.
Yeah, that should be
Or Jets.
yeah. Should be uneven.
Oh yeah, nah. That I don't know why they think that stuff be looking good. It's like I'd much rather natural than that. It's like
And if you're gonna get it, get the thighs too. Like,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
the buns,
That's
nigga.
extra, though.
yeah, get the thighs too.
The bitch is cheap, son.
or don't just get it at all.
Yeah.
Don't get it at all. You know what I mean? So you know, I was booked for that show. Big shout out to 252 Vegas. You know what I mean? And you know, it was lit. This was before Tusi Pop, by the way. And Tusi was the opener. You know, we turning up on stage.
That's dope.
That's my dog. Shout out to 2 times, man. And congratulations on the baby. You feel me?
He did just have it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Happy Father's Day today.
happy Father's Day. That's
Been with her
crazy.
for
That's
a
what
minute.
I could have said.
Been with
Happy
her for a
Father's
minute
Day.
too.
Yeah. That's a long way right there. You know, and I seen that whole process of him growing and, you know, and
Trials and tribulations.
Trials and
And you just made it,
tribulations.
yeah.
And that's what it takes, bro. You gotta go through some stuff. You feel me? Like I remember a time when people would want to boo Tusi. Now they can't wait to see Tusi. It's amazing. You know what I mean? To where as though it's like that just shows you how fake people can be. You know what I mean? Like it's like they on what's hot. Not
Group thought.
Niggas unoriginal.
unoriginal, you feel me? Like, it's just crazy. But big shout out to Tusi, man. That's a legend right there. You know what I mean? And you know, he had opened up for Quando Rondo that night. And I don't even think they had performed. I think he was supposed to perform. I can't remember if he performed or not. I know we was on stage turning up, but I think the DJ couldn't get his music right. And him and his security guard ended up swerving, I think. I can't remember. I don't think he performed that night, though.
Shit, it sound like it's better that he didn't.
Yeah.
better than
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It sound like it's good he went on that motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was. So Quando Rondo, it was packed out. You know, a lot of Crips in there. It's a lot of all that. It was hood. It's hood. It's hood.
What they call it, chillin' circuit.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's hood. It's hood.
A lot of blue rags.
A lot of Hennessy, a lot of
A lot of Douce.
I knew it was hood when he screamed neighborhood and it was like neighborhood. You know, that's you
They
know what I
told
mean?
you it was hood.
Yeah. I already knew. I was like, where am I at right now? But you feel me? Like, so you know, that's nothing that's foreign to me. You feel me? Like I'm used to that environment, so I'm comfortable in it. So you know, I'm just doing my thing, hosting, turning them up and stuff like that. By the time Quando Rondo got on, the show spoke for itself. It's like, all right, I don't need to host anymore. It's at this point, it's passing the mic game. Make sure Quando Rondo get the mic. Make sure Tokyo Jets
You
gets
just baton running.
yeah, I'm like, all right, they already in their vibe. They don't need to necessarily hear me talk. Like they good, they up there. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that long after I'm not sure if Quando Rondo performed last or Tokyo Jets performed last, but I think Quando Rondo performed last. It might have been. And shortly after the performance, without indicting anybody,
Of course.
Shots rang off. You know what I mean? Shots rang off, and 2 bullet holes went through the DJ booth. My head was right here. The bullet holes was right there.
Damn.
Let that sink in for a minute. Do some dramatic shit.
Gotta let people visualize that shit.
Bro, like,
Inches
that shit.
away.
like the people that was in there with me was DJ Reckless, DJ Third, the person that I was with at the time, and one of the chicks that they was dealing with.
Everybody good?
Everybody good. Ain't nobody get hit.
Why does that always happen?
And what
Well,
the
not
fuck is-
always.
What is the DJ booth made out of?
Nigga,
I don't know. Probably like
titanium.
Hell yeah. It sound bulletproof. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That shit
no,
thick.
when
That
I
shit
say
thick.
the bullets went through the DJ.
Oh, they went
They
through
went
that bitch?
through. It was nothing but some drywall. That's drywall. They went through, and I
shit
seen the
just went
smoke
past your
from
head.
either the smoke from the bullet or the smoke from the drywall. But I seen it happened so fast, but it was damn near slow.
Yo, that's how
me?
that should be
Because it
feeling.
happened fast, but you reacting to it slow.
Yeah.
In the moment, you
Yeah.
slow it down.
Yeah, so I was like, I just see the smoke. I'm like, dang, maybe this is it. Like first, when I heard the gunshots, I thought somebody dropped some glass. I thought somebody dropped a bottle. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like breaking glass, but what really was breaking was the window. It came from outside.
Oh, outside the club?
Yeah.
So niggas shot the
okay.
club up
Yeah.
with the hose?
Yeah.
Damn.
Man.
No, I think they was
What part of the game?
I think they was aiming for somebody, and somebody did get hit. Somebody died that night. Somebody got shot in the head, and somebody got and a chick got shot in the leg. Dude got shot in the head, I believe, and chick got shot in the leg. Condolences. You know what I mean? But that night was dramatic.
Did it make you rethink how you move?
Oh yeah.
Clubs you go to?
It gave me like it gave me like an anxiety. But coming from Baltimore, that's already what it was. But it's like
It's
I
like you had
never
PTSD.
Nigga, a bullet
Yeah.
whispering past your fucking head? No.
Yeah, nah. I did college parties when I was in Baltimore. Mind you, I didn't get into the hosting game until my freshman year in college. Not by then, I'm not really going to like city events. I'm going to college events. Like I go to a city event every now and then, but it's like I was on that way, like
Campus.
college. Yeah,
You was
campus.
at A&T?
No, I was at Morgan State University.
Oh, but
this
you
is
ain't never-
this is in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I was I did used to not go to A&T, but I used
But
to be up
around?
there.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So with that, it was just like that was something that was new to me. I had never, after hosting a party, almost lost my life. You feel me? So
Yeah.
that created like, and honestly, I think that was a part of the descaling. Whereas though I think I fell back from hosting for a little bit, because I'm like, I could have died. Like,
Yeah.
you
And
feel
there was
me?
nothing you could have done in that situation. You just had the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like being a cashier and a
getting
nigga
paid.
come shoot up Walmart. Like, all right,
Yeah.
how do you prepare for that to happen?
You
next
don't.
time?
Exactly.
You don't. You feel me? And another thing, the chick at the time that I was with, wasn't fully secure with what I did. You know what I mean? So it was just
He
like,
was already in the
You loved her and
club.
shit,
mimosas,
so,
yeah, yeah. I took like a whole year break. Like,
Damn.
I think it was a whole year that I was just like, all right, I'm gonna just go to work and get this money. But I was not happy. I
You
remember.
was dying.
He said he had to square up.
Soul-sucking job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to go work for the man.
Yeah.
Uncle Sam.
You feel me? I tell you right now, I was working at Food Line. I was
Me
working
too.
at Food Line. Yeah.
BJ too?
BJ's not BJ's,
Oh,
but Food
shit.
Line.
We
See,
slang
I got him there.
Yeah.
We slang carts at BJ's, flip burgers and McDonald's.
Yeah,
nigga, all that, nigga.
You feel me? Like, and
Shout
I,
out minimum wage.
Yeah,
and
shut out.
what's crazy is I didn't realize that I wasn't happy. I knew I wasn't happy doing it, but I didn't realize I wasn't happy doing it till an old friend, and I do mean an old friend, like, you feel me? Like, from when I went to Morgan. You know what I'm saying? We was heavy in it. Like, we was in it, you feel me? But we wasn't dealing with each other no more, you know what I mean? And she was catching up with me one day, and she was like, what you do? It was like, I'm just getting this money, going to Walmart. And,
Yeah.
going
Pimping and pandering.
Pimpin' Painter, yeah.
She's like, you don't sound like you're happy. Like, she knew me when I was in my phase of finding party.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was just about to say, she probably saw a party.
She
boy.
saw you
Saw
when your
it,
posture
yeah.
was up.
Saw me when I was,
Yeah, more like library boy right
yeah,
there.
like, and mind you, even I was working at Food Line and I had a government job. So the money
It was stable.
was there.
You wasn't starving. You had to go.
Yeah, I had
But you
it.
wasn't living.
That's
I wasn't
FDA regulated.
Yeah, you feel me? Like if I never hop back into what I do, I'll be living a miserable life, in my opinion, because I wouldn't be feeding my soul. I wouldn't be feeding myself.
Exactly.
You feel me? So after that conversation, I remember and I thought about it a lot. I'm just like, dang, I'm really not happy. I mean, and then I gotta come into this work. The manager at Food Line, racist is all get out, Miss Heather. You feel me? I ain't never like her. You feel me? I ain't never like her. Like, she was racist, bro. Like, and it's like she was that passive racist.
Covert.
Like, covert.
under the table.
The act like she wasn't, but just be doing all type of wild, weird stuff. You know what I mean? I was like, I had to get out of there. I ended up quitting. I remember the day I quit. I was like, you ain't even gotta worry about taking me off the schedule. I'm good. Like, you feel me? I'm good. Like, don't worry about it. You feel me?
He said, "Here, take the bag."
Take the bag. I'm cool. Just make sure my last check gets to me. Like, just make sure that happens.
Deposit that. I'm
deposit
looking
that.
out.
Then my hours. I still need that. But,
That's time you can't get back.
yeah, you can't get that
yeah.
back, and I need my dividends for that. You feel me? But it was the first step was quitting Food Line. The biggest step was finally taking a step away from the government job, which paid great. It paid anywhere from $15 to $17 an hour, and that's good money. Damn near $20 an hour.
That's good money.
That's good
Especially
money.
if you would have stayed, you would have got, a couple more benefits.
And then little bonuses and stuff like that. And I was there for 5 years. Helped me pay off my car. I own my car. You know what I'm saying? Helped me get my crib. I done had 4 cribs. You feel me? It helped me. But I wasn't.
You was getting fed.
Yeah.
You was getting fed financially, but your soul was there.
My soul wasn't there. And then it wasn't until, once again, like, if y'all see this, I'm not prejudiced, but I have a very bad history with some Caucasian people. You know, yeah, you know what I mean? And my boss, or the person that was the manager of the facility or whatever, he was also passive racist. Really didn't care about me, just wanted to make sure that things was getting done.
Yeah.
You know, and I gave him a whole rundown. I gave him a whole story thinking he would understand. Like, I was like, yeah, man, I just feel like, I'm not fulfilling everything. He's like, so you working here or not? Basically, like, I was like, and like, really, I put in my 2-week notice, and he didn't even respect it. He just ended up coming. He's like, yeah, you can just leave. You don't have to worry about it. I'm like, that doesn't seem legal. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, okay. And I mean, it was the best decision of my life, though. You know what I'm saying? Now,
You took control of your own destiny and things.
yeah, and it took a while. It took a while. Making a decision like that isn't easy because I had to first prove to myself, like, can I pay rent and can I pay the things that I need to pay with what I'm doing outside of this?
And did you ask your mother for any guidance? Do you have a mentor or some OG?
I have an OG. It's the first guy I mentioned, the Keener system. He's been guidance to me ever since I went to Morgan. He's done amazing things. The best host I've ever met.
What goes into being a great host?
Character, personality, being able to sway the people, being able to give them something that they can't get every day, being able to change the environment. Like, when this person talks, the environment has now changed. You know what I mean? It's like
Setting that tone
to where, as though, if, like me, and I'm gonna give a shout out to somebody that I feel like can kind of do that here in North Carolina. And we might not always necessarily get along, but I can't take nothing from talent.
You're like Magneto and Professor X.
Yeah. But big shout out to Neiman Marcus. He does that.
Neiman Marcus.
Yeah. He does that. He does that.
He from Raleigh?
Yeah, I think he's from Durham, really, but he's in Raleigh, you know what I mean? And I don't know why, but people just want us to be enemies for some reason. I don't know if he wants us to be enemies or not, but he's actually one of the people that I started out with when I first came to North Carolina. If you haven't heard of Neiman, you done probably heard of R&B Wednesdays. And that's every Wednesday, you know what I mean? And it gives R&B vibes. And we all started out together. Well, I'm pretty sure we all started out together. Me, DJ Reckless, Neiman, DJ Jersey. We all started out before it was a big thing.
Yeah.
At the link. You know what I mean? And we built it up to a certain extent until it started getting popping. When it started getting popping, that's when things started getting funny acting. You know?
Yeah, that's how the movies go.
Yeah.
Yeah, once the lights and them checks come in,
And that was like,
and it's beef.
Zero.
yeah, exactly. People being treated differently. You know, I have regretted it, but I didn't regret it because I got to see what Raleigh is capable of, what North Carolina is capable of. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, go deeper into that. What
you
we
feel me?
capable of.
What capable of, like y'all, they come out, they have a good time.
Yeah.
A good time. A good time, bro. Like, it ain't gotta be a fight. It ain't got, coming from where I come from, bro, it ain't lit unless it's brawling. Niggas not brawling, it was cool. Nah, people are able to have a good time. I'm not talking about the hood. I'm talking about Raleigh in general, overall.
Yeah, because hood is hood.
'Cause it's-
no matter where
it's-
you are.
Yeah, no matter where you are, hood is gonna be hood. But like, really having a good time, females beautiful and everything. I was able to see what Riley's capable of. You feel me? So even with that, like, I was just giving him his kudos on being able to change the environment in the room.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's a powerful skill to like get people so comfortable. They singing, they vibing, they having a good time. That's admirable. That's an admirable skill. I tend to do that, but I won't say I mastered it.
I was
won't.
about to say, yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
I won't.
So,
Not even portable.
what's
Maybe-
there left for you to learn, you think?
Other people might say that for me, but I don't. I think that I still got some versing to do.
And that's good.
You know?
'Cause the more you only get better thinking like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
That's a
Facts.
MJ mentality.
Yeah,
Oh, no,
yeah.
Kobe, excuse me.
Both,
Kobe.
same thing.
And
Ah,
rest in peace to the GOAT.
yeah.
Kobe, Mamba, Black Mamba, right?
Gotta have that mama mentality, baby.
Mamba
They gonna get
mentality.
better.
You feel me?
So, like, what's some of the sluttiest shit that you've seen? Because you be
that
in
I've
these
seen.
different situations.
Titties
I know
popping
things
out.
Get scandalous.
Yeah.
Like, you
Pussy being eaten.
pregnant bitches twerking.
That don't even sound crazy.
I'm gonna tell you
She
this.
starts going into labor on the dance floor.
Yeah.
I don't, mind you, big shout out to Self Wave or No Wave, but that was who I was partnering with when I first started doing college parties in North Carolina, right? So I done seen some crazy stuff. I will say that because college kids, it's their first time being free without their parents monitoring what they do, how they move, you know. So it's some that take it in with grace, and it's some that take it in like, I'm about to do it up. I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been parties that I've literally sweated out my clothes. Like, it was too many. It was so hot. It's just hot, okay?
Smell.
Hydrate.
Yeah, just it's crazy, you know. So I done seen some wild stuff. I done titties done popped out in parties, of course. You know what I'm saying? I done
that's
seen,
cool. That's
yeah. They pop out. You know what I mean? You know, you got people like dry humping damn near like they fucking. You got people, you know. Shit, I done seen pussy getting ate in the party before it happens. It happens.
It happens.
Now, to that individual on his knees in the club,
Yeah.
what message can we give to him to get him on a better path? Because that's not an optimal situation.
Yeah, to be in.
It's like you're not supposed to be eating like that.
Yeah.
in the club.
It's very hot.
Get right with God. You gotta tighten up.
You gotta talk to Allah.
You gotta
Because
find the
you
mold.
looking wild out here. Because that video could go viral, and your wife in the future could say it like, "Word."
This nigga committing haram in the club.
Yeah, right, like you wildin', like
On the camera with pussy grease.
yeah. Like I will say that I don't think I've ever been necessarily in no type of shit like that. Necessarily.
Necessarily.
Yeah.
That sounds like it's a fine line.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a thin line. It's a
So,
thin
Yeah,
line. Yeah.
but I haven't. I love you, baby. I haven't. Like,
Never
nah.
find no camera footage of that.
Yeah, like, nah.
Yeah, don't get the man caught up in shit.
And if you do, just leave it alone.
It's not even him.
That's not me.
Deep fake. It's a deep fake.
Yeah, it's 2022. It's a lot of that going on.
Technology is advanced.
Yeah, it's very advanced. And there's many ways to find many things. But moving on, I've seen some wild stuff, man. I've seen some wild stuff.
Talk about that 979 connection and how the story behind that. Because you an on-air radio personality.
Yeah.
Oh, Hot Nights. Oh, man, big shout out to the fireman, DY, man. he gave me an opportunity that no one else would give me. You feel me? Like, radio has always been one of the dreams that I aspired to do. Like, really, like, that's why, like, when I hit it, I'm like, dang, what's next? You feel me? Because it's just like, growing up, I always aspired to be on the radio. The first time I heard my voice on the radio, though, was when I was in Baltimore. The hottest station in Baltimore is 92Q Jams. 92Q Jams growing up has always been the hottest radio station in Baltimore City. And it has a long range and everything. So it was one year that I was working the AFRAM, which is like a black festival, you know what I'm saying, that actually just passed in Baltimore this past weekend.
Juneteenth. Shout out Juneteenth.
Yeah, Juneteenth. Big shout out to Juneteenth. We are now a federal holiday. You know, that's big shout out.
Yeah.
Some respect on this pimping.
Yeah, got to. You feel me? So, you know, I was just working the festival. Like, I used to, big shout out to Carpe too, is why I was working the festival that year, and it's just moving around and making sure everything was together. And it's a huge festival. It really is. Like, it's a huge festival. Normally it's big, you know what I mean?
It's
so
extravaganza.
yeah, and we was like working behind the scenes, golf carts and stuff and all. It was dope. It was a great experience. Great community hours and stuff like that. So that was dope. But one of the people from the station had one of the little recorders or the microphone things, like, where we at right now? You know what I mean? And mind you, I had a name. I had a name in the city already. Yeah. You feel me? But I'm not sure if he knew that or not. But I had like an iconic voice.
What was we talking about before that rude interruption?
All right, we back, baby. That's for a commercial break. We can put like an ad.
Yeah, we can put something there most of our days.
Yeah. Ooh, that would
Taco Tuesday.
Thank you for supporting.
I have a recap video if y'all really want to do that.
That'd
be dope. So speaking of Mimosa Monday and Taco Tuesdays, these are two events that I'm doing now. And you know, they're progressive.
Progressive.
That's a nice way to put it. It's a lot of ass and titties.
Yeah, ass and
titties and liquor.
Yeah. What's the equation to getting the bitches to pop out?
The equation.
What's the equation?
You know, that's something that I'm still figuring out now. But good music. Great DJ, drink specials because they like to drink. Okay. Hookah. You know, you gotta give them things that they would want, and believe it or not, girls do want guys to be in the party, no matter how much they act when we actually there. Yeah, they want us to be there because they want to have the option to be.
It's gonna give them that validation.
They ain't put that secrets on for nothing.
Yeah. So they looking for that. So
go ahead.
Well, I actually didn't know what I was about to say.
Now I forgot what I was about to say. So I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna keep it pimping. Okay. When we first left off, we was talking about how he got a 97.9.
Oh yes. Yes.
You was at the festival or the show, nigga with the earpiece.
Earpiece. Oh yeah. Okay, boom. So my very first time being on the radio, I had recorded a drop for 92Q Jams. And I was like, yo, we out here at AFRAM. It's your boy, Partyboy. I can't really remember what I said, but
it was cool, though.
It was nice. So they liked the drop so much. Mind you, I said I have that voice. So they liked the drop so much that around the time of AFRAM, they was rotating them or whatever, but they actually kept my drop. And periodically they played it, but they didn't play it about AFRAM like they cut certain parts. Yeah. And they just kept the "What's up, it's boy?" And I'm just like, "Yo, that's me on." I used to be so pumped. Yeah. And I want to tell this one story, but I know that it's I don't want to tell the story, so because it might
get you caught up.
But I do remember being in the car where
you got subscribed to the page on for that shit. Dick sucking stories. Yeah. But that's why suck my dick is such a problematic phrase. Niggas, niggas at the gram for that.
Like niggas suck my dick. Like that's some New York. That's why I feel like y'all from New York. Y'all know this shit. Stop lying to me.
What you mean?
Stop lying to me.
You said we lied to
him. Yeah, lying to me and shit, man. I know they from New York, bruh. Don't believe nothing they say. They from New York.
Yeah, we trans Raleigh.
Yeah.
Don't identify with New York no
Exactly.
So hold on. So y'all from Raleigh?
more. I was born in Virginia and moved around a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, grew up here type shit.
Yeah, I was born, Oak City shit.
You see
Oak
the
City.
hat I'm wearing, right?
Huh?
You see the hat?
Of course. I was looking like, where the fuck you get that? I ain't never
Nigga.
seen it. You got it at the Black Flea Market?
Nah, bro. I sell these.
I about to say that's him right there.
This is me.
Tell the story.
This is me.
How you get into
What's happening with that?
garments?
What's happening with that? Oh, what's up? Oh, I got him in the car.
Okay.
I got him in the car. What up? I stay strapped, bro. I stay ready.
Yeah.
Come on.
Because
Mark
I do
it
want to
in.
start, like, because we don't do that. Like, we do it a little bit with Charlotte. Like, niggas will rep Charlotte, but it's not really
That's
like
because they got the Hornets jersey.
the Hornets.
Yeah.
But nobody's really repping Raleigh.
Raleigh. And now
it's a couple brands,
now
though.
people are. Think about it. You go out to the club, you'll
You'll
see
see
one.
something. Yeah.
You see him.
A double R.
Yeah.
It ain't Rolls Royce shit.
Yeah. You see him. I'm telling you.
That's Rough Riley.
Yes,
Bro,
for Raleigh.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You feel me? Like, with that, big shout out to my partner, Sean. You know what I'm saying? Lover's brand is the brand. You feel me? Lover's brand is the brand.
Mm-hmm.
But even with that, like, yo, how that started, I ain't even finished the Hot 979 story. I heard
Whole lot of stories.
Yeah, so right before I hop into Sean and Lover's brand and the Raleigh hats, which is a big phase of my growth and what I'm doing, I want to give DY Fireman his flowers and a big thank you for putting me on, you know what I'm saying? So the first time I heard my voice on the radio, I was so shocked and I was like, yo, like that's so cool. And every time I hear people on the radio, I'm like, yo, that's hard. Like it's tough. It's something that I reached for, you know what I mean? And ever since then, ever since I heard my voice on the radio that one time, and to this day, I still rarely hear myself on the radio because now, I mean, I'm always on.
You're doing it.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm doing
you're
it.
doing
You know what I'm saying? Like, so hearing myself is like, unless it's a commercial. If I hear my commercials a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I don't hear myself like, it's damn impossible though. Like how can you hear yourself unless it's
Unless they put that
pre-recorded?
shit on podcast networks and shit.
Yeah,
right
like,
after y'all recorded.
Yeah, like what I say, I don't hear it unless it's coming out of my mouth. So I was like, okay. But you know, when I had wanted that for so long, I had wanted to be on the radio for so long, wanted like, you know, just like networking, like just feeling like you ever been reaching for a star. Just like you just keep reaching for it. It's like you feel like you might get closer, you might be in the same place that you've always been.
Is it kind of a detriment though?
We're in that
after
process
a certain
right
point?
now.
Because it's like you keep reaching. It's like
you feel
eventually
like
you're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck am I reaching for?
yeah, like yes, and at one point it was because even when I came to Raleigh, it's like I would always get well acquainted with the radio personalities, the people that's doing radio. One of the first people that actually like showed me love and really brought me on type stuff was Autumn Joy Live.
Shout out to Autumn Joy.
Yeah, Autumn
Joy.
Joy. She's dope, bro. She's dope, man. She got her own show now. You feel me? And she's in DC. You feel me?
What she
Shout
do,
out.
mornings?
Yeah, the morning show. Autumn Joy. Ain't nobody done it like her. Ain't nobody done it like her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your midday love, midday queen. You know what I mean? Like she did that, and she's so down to earth. Like really showing me love, bro. Like I always felt like people on the radio felt like they was bigger than life. You know what I mean? Like you can't get to them. It's almost like trying to get to Lil Baby or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, but she didn't show that. She was really there. She was really like, she's like, yeah, like come to this event or I want you to do this event with me. And it's like, yo, that's dope. You know what I mean?
Word.
So
Love.
for a long, and she even started to teach me how to use things like the board and stuff. Like I came to K975. I was juggling my options.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Niggas number one prospect.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Yeah. I was really like, and I was really edging towards 975 because
It's not.
It's not 7.5.
not even just that, but the fact that Autumn was so open to me. So, and also because K975.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So I would get in there and I was like recording or trying to do an airdrop and just really trying to get me in them doors, man. I remember that shit was crazy. I was in K975 in the station recording a commercial and stuff like that.
Doing
Everything,
air
air
checks.
checks and trying to learn. I'm just like, I'm really in here. And I felt like that was the direction I was going. I felt like, all right, boom, this is where we at with it. But I could never I could never deliver how I needed to. I don't think. I felt like it was so much to learn. Performance wise, it's so much. Radio is way different than hosting. You got to learn a lot of stuff, the do's and the don'ts, and it was a lot. It was a lot, and Autumn's schedule used to be mad busy, so it's like when she did have the time, we would get in there, but it wasn't that often.
Yeah, so
you know
sporadic.
what I mean. So it didn't give me enough time to really.
It wasn't a consistent enough training regimen.
Yeah, to really learn it. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you so much, Autumn. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like you the one that made me feel like I could do it, and I'm doing it. You know what I mean? So thank you. And after a while, I ended up meeting DY, and I met DY. When I first met DY, I think that how did I meet DY the first time? See, mind you, when I had my very first interview, I had everything ready. I even dressed up. I dressed up.
Like on some Banana Republic shit.
Yeah,
all
like
pimping.
I was dressed up and
Smell good.
Aldo
yeah,
shoes,
like,
nigga.
yeah, I had my resume and I had a reference letter. What's it called? A reference letter, right?
Yeah,
Like
nigga had a
Nigga, you had a reference letter?
Yeah, I had a reference letter from my big brother Keenan, who I tell you about. He was
Yeah.
actually a regional ambassador at DTL Law in Baltimore,
cool.
DC, and the whole Virginia area. So yeah, my
Shout out
mentor,
DTL Law.
yeah, DTL
Like a
Law,
whole-
and
yeah.
they really helped me in my beginning steps too. You know what I mean? Like really like the ropes. You feel me? Like my mentor wasn't no regular mentor. He's the GOAT.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
He
Like
teach you the ropes.
he was that guy. He is that guy. You feel me? So so when I came, I felt like you ever go into a job and feel like, oh, I'm gonna get it? That's how my mentality was. Like I felt like, oh, I got this in the bag. You know what I'm saying? I pull up to the station, we do the interview, I show a cover letter, I speak on my experience, the things that I've done. And you know what I think? I think I might have came off too cocky.
Like, yeah. Okay.
I think that's how I came off. I think I came off too cocky, as if I knew.
Like you had it all figured out.
Like I had it all figured out.
Was it like a situation where they wanted you to kiss the ring a little bit?
Yeah.
Well, no, not really, but it's more like calm down.
Like, okay, you can honestly say, like, looking back, you're like, all right, I maybe.
Yeah, because I know what I came from and I know what I was doing at Morgan. Like, I was the man.
Yeah.
I was the man. Like,
So you came in with that demand attitude.
the man
But they was
attitude.
like, nigga, that's
Y'all niggas ain't been to Morgan?
yeah, that was in Baltimore. That ain't got nothing to do with here. You feel me? So I'm just like, it really humbled me because I did the airdrop. I took time doing the airdrop and
that shit take a long time.
It takes a long
nigga.
time. Yeah.
That shit takes a long time.
It does. I remember I had 2 phones. I was in the car because I was trying to figure out how to have music playing in the background and me recording.
Yeah.
So I had an iPhone, had it been like an iPhone 7, that one.
Yeah.
And then I had my phone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm recording off of that for the voice memos. I'm playing the music off of this. It was just crazy. I was in the car for mad long trying to figure it out. Many different trials and tribulations. If I still had the phone, if I had the phone on me right now, I'd play it. And it sounded like trash to me now. To me now, today, it sounded like trash. But
what was
to
so
me
bad
now,
about it?
then, I was way too excited. Like you can have some excitement and energy, but I was overdoing it. I was doing it as if I was hosting a party. It's not the same thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
They like, yo,
So
nigga,
that's
it's
what you
7
was
a.m. in
meaning.
the morning.
Yeah, like
going to work right now.
Like we
Yeah.
going to work. You gotta give them a vibe that they can vibe to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And this is something I'm still learning to this day. I grow every day. So, you know what I mean? If I listen to it now, I'm just like, dang. I'm like, yeah, but like, I was way too. I just felt like I had it in the bag, and I didn't. I didn't know everything. I felt like I knew everything. I felt like it was nothing you could really teach me because I got it. And from that point, I humbled myself. You feel me? Because I didn't get it. I didn't get a call back. I didn't necessarily get a call back. Not really. You know what I mean? Like And it had to been like a year or two had passed, you know, probably like a year or two. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up seeing DY at a festival backstage for Sud. His festivals that he be having outside, what's it called? It wasn't a parking lot concert. Might have been a parking lot concert. It was one of those parking lot concerts, and I was behind because I've always made it my business to be networked and tapped in. So
I think
Social
I know what
currency.
you're
yeah,
talking about.
so getting backstage and stuff like that has never really been an issue for me. You know what I mean? I always find a way to finagle and get my way in certain things.
Gotta use your gift of gab.
Hey,
Yeah,
you either gotta
yeah.
talk your way there or get you a vest in the lab.
Yeah.
Sneak your way
Or
back there.
find a lanyard or, or utilize the fact that I own the mic so I can just be like, oh, I'm the host. Yeah, I'm not really the host, but you don't know that. So, Baltimore is a city of finesse. We invented finesse. Finesse, like really like, and some people might call it doing ways certain things, but it's really finagling. Instead of finesse, finagling.
Yeah.
Finagle things into your way of doing it.
Y'all the originators of lying.
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, damn it. Like, and not really a lie. It's just like
First sin was
swaying the
committed in
truth,
Baltimore.
swaying the truth a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Baltimore with laws are told.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of fraud.
Yeah.
Baltimore, man. Beautiful.
Big
city.
shout out to Baltimore, man. I love my city. You feel me? West Baltimore to be exact. I love the whole city, but we got the best Western fries, and we the only place that got special sauce.
Talk about Baltimore food. I forgot like what y'all known for.
You talking about the special sauce?
cuisine.
Oh yeah. Oh
Cuisine.
man, bruh. Oh, you want the food, bruh? I literally last time I went to Baltimore was last week. I literally only got food. Like I was going from carry out to carry out to carry out to carry out. I still got a cheesesteak. Do I? You say I got excited. I think I still got I got some wings. I got some wings in the fridge right now.
Something
That I
that's
think
in the microwave.
as soon as I leave here,
You know what's finna happen.
yeah, you feel me? Like, you feel me? So I love Baltimore food and carry out. Like that's one of the best things. Like everybody talk about the seafood, but don't enough people talk about the carry out. The seafood is that. We know that. All right. We literally like states know that Baltimore or Maryland crab is literally our logo and all that stuff. Like, you feel me? All right, the seafood is that. We know. But I ain't even a big seafood guy.
Word. It's probably because you grew up there.
Yeah.
So
So,
you
shit
don't
was
even
so
take it
normal.
serious.
yeah, so it's just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But the food, the carryouts, the cheesesteaks, the chicken cheesesteaks is my favorite. Chopped chicken cheesesteaks.
chicken cheese.
Yeah, the chicken boxes, the sauces. You got mumbo sauce that's really from up
Mumbo
DC,
sauce.
but we switch it up and we made the spicy, like the spicy mumbo sauce. You know what I'm saying? So we got mumbo sauce in coalition with DC. Shout out to DC. We got special sauce, which is a West Baltimore thing. Western fries. I love carryout food. Yeah, I could talk all day. I'm a food fanatic.
Food culture.
I'm actually
Plus,
hungry
we're
talking
American.
about this.
Hey, I'm getting hungry as fuck.
Like,
Got some secret sauce.
yeah, that special sauce is a monster. It's a monster.
Yeah. Niggas gonna have to go to Baltimore, try that shit.
Yeah, but you gotta go in the hood. You gotta go to Walbrook Junction. You gotta go to North Avenue.
Gotta go to the project.
Yeah, you gotta go to the hood, but you ain't gonna be dissatisfied when you get it. When you get it, you're gonna be like, all right, it was worth it. I could have got shot, but this.
Make sure you leave though.
Yeah, make sure you out of there. Like, but that it's really like that. Like, I love our food. I love our food.
Guys, dude. I ain't never been to Baltimore.
Yeah, we got to see about that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna have to.
Got
Well,
some family down there.
Yeah,
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Nice.
you'd be all right.
Niggas be everywhere. Where's D&B?
I would say you'd be all right. Just buy some grass. You know what I'm saying? Just buy
I
some
heard that the weed was great too. I
Yeah.
heard good reviews.
grass. Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
you buy.
That's a pretty big.
That's
nigga.
what I've heard.
That's a big like.
It's a big thing. Yeah. My cousin stay down there though.
Oh, okay, so he's okay.
Told
okay.
me.
Yeah.
But what activities you be doing? Something to help the kids? You be doing?
Oh, that's one of my favorite things. I love mentoring and I
Yeah.
love community events. Events for the community, things to uplift us as a people. Like, I'm not an activist, but when I get into my bag and I start talking for real, you'll see how I feel about my people. It hurts me. It hurts
Malcolm
me.
X come
Yeah. You know what I mean? It hurts that we hate each other. It hurts that we hate ourselves. It hurts.
And then we celebrate dysfunction in general.
Yeah. That's what Kendrick was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, we celebrate this.
Was you fucking with that album?
I haven't heard the whole thing. I've heard pieces.
What have you heard? What do you like from what you've heard?
From what I've heard, Kendrick has always been Kendrick, and every time I hear him, he grows, he evolves. You know what I mean?
It's what's expected of him.
Yeah, it's at this point he's a leader. He's kind of already been a leader, but he's a leader. You know what I'm saying? For the functional people in this functional world.
Yeah.
The folks out here with common sense.
Yeah, with common sense.
The simple ones.
Yeah. I actually heard the first little bit of Kendrick when over the weekend while I was in Baltimore. My sister, she's a very aware person, and she was listening to his album. In
She's
the car.
woke.
Yeah, she was listening. I was like, I like this. You know, this is new Kendrick. I was like, word, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is my mentor looks just like Kendrick Lamar.
Word.
Yes. Maybe not the hair. He has a haircut now, but
Yeah.
You got that K that appeals.
That
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. And it was crazy is his name is Keenan. Keenan Kendrick.
The world wasn't.
You're not making it. Yeah, you're not reaching right now.
Yeah, like-
you're not
Works in
reaching at all.
mysterious
Yeah, so it's
ways.
like, you know.
The
so-
dots look like they want to connect.
Yeah, they look like they want to connect, and they will probably one day. Him being who he is, they definitely cross paths. I see it, and when it happens, I'm gonna be like, God damn it.
He said, I knew. I saw it.
But when will you
Speaking
know?
of-
When will you, in your head, feel like you've reached the final level?
I had felt like that when I reached radio. Oh, I didn't even finish about how we finished with High 97.
97. Yeah.
So I seen him backstage.
Yeah, you
and,
saw him again, yeah.
I seen him, and this is after the interview, and it's not like I came at him like
call back.
I ain't like I came at him like, man, fuck this nigga, man, or why you ain't hire me, or nah. It wasn't on none of that. It was on some, what's up, man? How you doing? And everything like that. Like he's someone that really puts things together. So it's like he like, okay, he's different than how he was. You know, he's not as cocky. His demeanor is different. You know what I'm saying? All right, come by, or I'm gonna call you. It was like that's where you just said the second call, or you said something about that's where the call came in when he actually called.
Okay.
So he was like, call me tomorrow. Bird, call me tomorrow. Gave me a specific time. I fucking called. I called. And it was like, it's like, I think he said like, come up to his station and stuff. And long story short, I eventually got hired.
Something like magic.
Like magic. I was just like, yo, like this is crazy. Like, and it's crazy because I was living in Durham at the time, and I was ready. I was ready to change my life. I was ending a relationship that I had been in for 5 years with the person that I had been with at that time.
That's probably tough.
Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah.
Was it?
It was detrimental.
You start planning the whole life. You start planning by the time you hit past a year or past 2 years. At that point, you planning a life. You like, all right, this is what it's going to be, and it just wasn't that. It just wasn't that. Sometimes people grow apart. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I had to learn. You feel me? I think I'm just in the phases sometime this year of really getting over that. Like really getting over.
Bro, this shit takes time.
It does take time. You know what I mean?
We're human.
We are.
Partyboy said at the beginning of this episode that he's a talker. And he did not lie. He maxed out our SD card.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue with the rest of this on the camera footage.
Yeah.
But
Yes, sir.
we done a whole lot of looking back. I feel like we really got the story because when, I even heard y'all niggas that you're talking, like when we was trying to research you, we couldn't find too much on you.
Yeah.
So it was like, we did what we could, but I feel like now I think we gave the public domain
And it's
a
not
nice
done.
piece.
Yeah.
About the, and it ain't even done. It's a whole lot.
Oh, it's not even
It's a whole
close.
lot of shit for him to talk about.
I could talk until like next week.
That's why he do what he do.
Yeah, I live for this, bro. Like I literally talk is me. Is me. Like that's what I do. You know what I mean?
He does language arts.
Yeah, language arts.
He plays with words.
You know what's so funny? I forgot Language arts was actually a class.
That's a class, man.
Creative writing, all
Creative
that
writing, language arts, the art of language.
All the dialogue.
Dialogue.
Yeah, so some call us talkers. I think that we're more like Picasso. Yeah, we're more artists.
Yeah, we're artists.
Creatives. We take these words, we make them skip and flip through the air.
Yeah.
Using our vocal instrument.
Musicians. Come on now. Communication.
Yeah.
That's what sets us apart. That's what sets us apart from the
Hey man, we had the legend Partyboy.
The
one and
artist
fucking
word.
only, man. Don't go. Hold up. Yeah, shout out all, yeah.
It's two-sided, it's double-sided.
It's double-sided.
Show them both.
Mimosa Mondays and Taco Tuesdays. Y'all better be there. Pull up to one of them. You never know. You're going to have a good time.
Might find a cougar or something, a little broad.
And not to mention, 4th of July is red, white, and booze. It's going to be crazy. We're going to have dancers in the building. Get in there. Get in there.
Okay. Nigga, pull up to Mimosa Monday and wake up on Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, wake up on Taco Tuesday.
What happened?
And it's on 4th of July, and nobody has to work. It's on 4th of July on Monday.
That's a government regulated holiday, nigga. You don't have no excuse not to be there.
You would be a fool not to show out.
Exactly.
But hey man, shout out to Partyboy. Hey,
tell them where they can find you at too.
Yeah, everything will be in the description, but yeah, just tell them though.
Alright, y'all can follow me on Instagram at ITSPARTYBOY. That's It's Partyboy on Instagram. All you gotta do is follow me. You can also catch me on Hot 979, 97.9 FM Friday nights from 9 p.m. to midnight. And I got an exclusive. I just got word yesterday that I'm about to take over Monday nights, right before my Mimosa Monday. So listen, you can catch me on Mondays and Fridays. You know, ladies in the crowd say,
Okay. Yeah, go get right on your Mondays.
You feel me?
Right after you sip your mimosas.
Right.
Yes, sir. Mimosas go fast. They do.
What was good?
I got somebody booked for this room at 6 o'clock.
That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Be right out. All right, cool. Well, thank you for watching. Shout out to Partyboy.
Look.
It's been 2 of America's Most Wanted. J-No.
My God, big shout out to y'all, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hey, keep it real for sure.
For sure.
Hey, man, that's what the fuck we do. This nigga used up all of our SD card.
Yeah, the whole
The first nigga to ever do that. I don't even think we've ever done that.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. Like.